Hi, and welcome to Books of Yarn, where all I do is read and crochet. My name is Anna, and as you can tell from the title, in today's video, I will be sharing with you, I think, 30 to 35 crochet gift ideas. And as a added bonus, I will be starting a crochet gift idea series where I will be teaching you how to make most, if not all, of the ideas that I will be sharing with you. Without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Now, I do apologize for the lighting. It's a bit cloudy outside. So if I'm a little bit too dark or my background's a little bit too dark, I do apologize for that. I am looking for my tablet. Here you go. Now, I do have all the ideas here. So if I'm not giving you my full or undivided attention, that's because I'm looking at the ideas just to stay on track so I don't talk all day. My tablet was on YouTube. All right, so we're gonna categorize these items. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have 8 categories. 2 items are not in any specific categories, so I count them as a category for themselves. So the first category we have is hair accessories or head accessories, and this can. So we have bandanas. I hope whichever side I'm not too. I'm gonna put up pictures either here or here. So the first thing we have is bandana, and I'll put a picture here or here. And these are just fun head things you can put around your head. That's the first one. We have beanie hats, which I'm gonna show you an example. Is like this. I made this one. I have to finish it. I made this one for my friend Leah's son who's in the UK. So I'm gonna ship that out to her. So in regards to what I said earlier, if it's a case where you still or you don't want to make these or have the time to make these, you can always purchase these, the bulk of them. I make hats, bucket hats, I make beanies, bucket hats, scarves. Sweaters are done to order, so I don't really make sweaters. I make bookmarks and um book sleeve and all of those. So you can always order those from my store. So these are like the beanies. You have these. This is another type of beanie that I made with this suit that I have, which I'll show it to you later on. But we do have to stay on track for today's video. Now we have bucket hats, which is, this is a red one I made for myself last summer. I made this one when I was in Mexico. This is a striped bucket hat, which I'm selling on my store. And we have this one I made 2 days ago. This is a white bucket hat. Now I'm going to also insert some other kinds like the granny square ones, so you have like an idea of the variety of bucket hats that you can make. The possibilities are endless, as they say. We have headbands, which I will insert pictures of all of those, and that's just something fun that you can put around your head, like to put up your hair or something, or if you're a sports girly, you can use that as well. There are hair ties like ribbons, which you can just use to tie away your hair. If you're a sports girly, that works fine as well. You also have scrunchies that you can use to put up your hair, or if you're someone who likes a lot of ponytails, that's another gift you could give to your friend. Or if you know someone who loves scrunchies, you can make that as a gift for them, or you can buy it. But these are just fun ideas. If you are a crocheter or if you're a beginner, most of these stuff are very beginner friendly, and within over the next few days, weeks, you will get to learn the bulk of these patterns, as I will be uploading those tutorials on my YouTube. Now, I also forgot to say earlier, I'm probably going a little bit fast, so I want to slow down. If you're only here for crochet, I post the bulk of my crochet videos on Wednesdays. If you're here for book videos, I post those on Saturdays. So I just wanted to always get that clear because I might have a diverse community or a split community or whatever. So I just wanted to always make that clear whenever I make any video. Now we're at the there is a balaclava. I was just about to show it to you, but you'll see the picture again. And so we're moving on to bags. Now with bags, you have phone bags. That's so if you know someone who's always going out and they don't want to have their phone in their hand, that's a nice good bag that you could give to them so that they can have their phone. And usually they're big enough to hold like a lip balm, chopstick, or something else. So they're not just for holding your phone. That you can hold like like if it's just your card, like your cards, it will be big enough to hold like your cards and like smaller little items, I guess. Now we have a tote bag, which you can use this to bring your groceries. If you're someone who's running daily errands, you can just drop your stuff in and you can bring it with you on the road, on the go. That's another little idea. Now, if you have like a Kindle and you're always carrying your Kindle and you don't want to like put your Kindle in your bag, now there are two ways to make this. You have the Kindle bag, and I'll show you both, and you have the Kindle sleeve, which is just you just drop your Kindle in, while the bag you can just throw it across you. So those are just ideas you have for all my book lovers. You have book sleeve, book bag. So sometimes when you're traveling and you put your book in your bag with all your other stuff, by the time you get back your book, it's all dented. So you have like, it's good to have like a nice little sleeve to put your book in. So that way, when you put your book with your other stuff, it's all safe. Now, if you're someone who is on the go and you just want to bring like your book to read, there is a version of this as well that with straps that you can just put your book in and it's just for your book. So hence the name book bag. Then we have a laptop sleeve or a MacBook. So if you're someone who's always traveling with your computer, like you're probably your media influencer or whatever, but you're always having your computer, you can have like a nice little sleeve you could put it in. You can also make a nice little bag as well. Those are just some other bags that you can make. Now you can also make a little purse that you can put your phone and your keys and your stuff in. So another fun idea or another gift. Now if you have like any of your like fitness friends or any of your friends who are like into drinking water or whatever, juice or whatever, and they're always bringing their bottle with them, and it's a bit hectic when you're on the go and you have to be holding onto your bottle. So there are two versions of this. You have the sleeve and you do have the bag, like the bottle bag that you, instead of having to walk around with your bottle, you can just have like a bag that it's in. That's another fun idea that you can give to your friend, your family, or someone who always has a bottle with them. Another fun idea is there is the coffee cup or coffee bag. So if they have one of those thermos, is that what I where you can put like warm stuff or cold stuff in. So instead of I talk really fast sometimes, sorry. So instead of having to walk around with those bag with your coffee mug, thermos, whatever, you can also put it in a bag. There's also like the sleeve version of this as well, where you can also have like a sleeve for it as well. So we have completed 15 items so far. We're moving on to clothing. And on the clothing, we have our scarves, which is just the thing that you put around your neck. This can vary. There are multiple patterns, but for the videos that I'll be making, since I'm doing it for as a beginner friendly gift items, I'm gonna try to keep the patterns as simple as possible so anyone can make these. There are socks. I've made I have crochet socks in the past. To be honest, it was for my doll. I did have a doll, and that's who I made the socks for. So I've never really made socks for anyone else. So there's fingerless gloves. I personally love these. I don't know. I just love having stuff on my hands, I guess. It's sometimes you don't want to have like your fingers covered, so these fingerless gloves or hand warmers are really nice. I would love for someone to get me one of these. I want to make myself some, but it would be nice for someone to get me one of these. So if there's anyone out there planning to get me something, you can get me that. Now you have sweaters. Now I'm gonna show you a sweater that I recently finished. So I'm gonna put my mat down. Sorry. So this is a sweater that and I hope you're seeing me. Now this is a sweater that I recently worked on. It's like a it's like a tongue it's like a tank top sweater. So it kind of stops here. So this is something that I recently finished. I'm I'm loving the colors. They're like so beautiful. Now you can make a cardigan like this one is a hexagon cardigan which I made. I also made a hat that goes with this, but my brother borrowed it and he's so in love with it that he decided to keep it. That's all fine. So I did make this. This is a hexagon cardigan. And if you're interested in learning to make these, since these are like harder stuff to make, I probably won't make them for the tutorial, the series. But if you're interested in learning how to do that, I will eventually get to it for like later on next year or later on this year. But I don't think I'll do this for the series because these are a lot these are a lot more time consuming, I guess. So yeah, I made this. I'm loving I'm loving the color combination and whatever. So we're on to the rest of the clothing items that we have. We have shawls, which are like which are similar to bandanas, but they're like larger. They're like those are the things that you put around you when you're going to like the beach. But you can also put it around you like as the time is getting warm up. Not everyone likes to be cloaked up in sweaters and stuff, so a shawl is nice to have, especially with these weather. Now we have mittens. They're similar to the fingerless gloves, but they have the fingers. So if you know someone who loves mittens, that's a good idea. I don't know about where you're at, but where I'm at, it's getting really cold. I personally don't like mittens, so that's just me personally. But if you know someone who does, this is a nice gift idea for them. Now we have leg warmers. They're like socks, but they're not. They don't have the toes. I'm sorry. So they're like toeless socks. You'll see. I keep forgetting that I'm gonna put pictures. You'll see the pictures. Now we're moving on to decorations. Now we have hanging plant. I've never made one of these, but I do love seeing them. And eventually I'll probably make some or probably buy some and hang around or whatever once I decide to go into decoration mode. Now I just like things just plain the way they are. You can also do a coaster, which if you're someone who the time is getting colder if where you're at is getting colder, so we're gonna be drinking a lot of cocos, a lot of warm drinks, so it will be good to have like, especially if you're doing that in your room and you don't want to like the heat to mess up your furniture. Now if you are in fact making these, cotton would be the best material to use because it is said that acrylic it burns like the heat from the mug actually burns the acrylic, so cotton would be the best yarn to use. And I'm just gonna show you. I'm not I'm not sure if you're seeing. All right, so you see, I'm gonna I don't know. I want to show you how you can. All right, so this I do. I don't know what's the best way to show you, but you will. when you're buying yarn, you want to look at it and right. So like this is a peaches and cream. So if you look, I might insert a clip here. I'm gonna look where it says. Okay, this is 100% cotton. So if you look right at the top where it says where it's made from, it normally shows you the material. But I'm not sure based on, but what I've learned based on where it's made, for some reason the material is different because this is cotton, and had I not looked, I would have assumed that it's polyester or acrylic, but this is cotton. This is also cotton, but based on how they're made, the material might feel different. So don't look at that. Just look at the information and you'll know exactly where whether or not it's cotton or not. Sorry. So we're moving on. We are moving on. So we have Christmas decorations, plain and simple, like any Christmas decoration, Christmas ornaments. I will insert pics. Then we have decorative pillows, and we have Christmas stocking, which they're like socks, but they're just Christmas stocking that you can use to like hang around the house, and you can fill it up with gifts and stuff like that. Now we're on to, oh, we're moving a lot faster than I think. We're already we've already gone through 28. Oh my god. I'm moving pretty fast. All right, so we're on to jewelry, and for jewelry we have earrings, and we have um like if you have a fitness watch, Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, any fitness watch, you can make like bands. If you don't want your band to be like just this plain solid color, you can make crochet watch bands, and that I'm trying. I'm trying to see if this is something that I would personally get. I'm. I might. If you know someone who would like watch bands, this is just a cool idea for them. These gifts won't be for everyone because everyone has their preference. But if you know someone who'd like that and you'd like to make that for them, that's good. At the end of the day, I guess it's the thought that counts. So we have plushes, and you can see I've never made a plushie before. I will unfortunately never make a plushie unless I'm gonna sell them. But I like making hats and sweaters, so it's once you start crocheting and you start making stuff, you're gonna like get to know what you're more comfortable making. And I just don't see myself making plushies, but I will leave I will leave link. There's this girl that I normally watch her video. I think Crochet by Jenna. I'm gonna leave some link. I'm gonna leave her a link to her channel below so you can go and check out her crochet videos if you're into making plushes. Because for sure I know I don't make plushes, so I will definitely provide you with access to tutorials on how you can do that. And we have blankets. I have made blankets in the past, very time consuming, so probably for this series I won't do it for the series unless it's something that is highly requested. If not, I don't think I'll do it for the series that I'm doing. Now we're down to the last tree, which is miscellaneous. If you're a book reader like me and you love, like, as you know, when you're reading and you stop to go do something, we'll use anything. We'll use pen. I've used my teddy bear, Mr. Monkey. I've used other books to mark my book. I've used my phone. I've used my tablet. I've used anything that I could get my hands on. I've even used my rings to mark my book. So bookmarkers are a very good idea to give all of us book lovers, myself included. As I said, I'll have tutorials for all of these in the series that I'm making, so you will be able to make these for your friends. I'll also have it up on my crochet store where you can also purchase if that's something that you'd like to do. Now, if you know someone who has an earpod, Apple Pod, earpod, I don't know. I don't. I'm not an iPhone user, so I have no idea. But if you know someone with an earpod, you can always make them case. I've seen a lot of cute cases, as you can see from right here. So, and we're down to our very last thing, keychains. I love keychains. Keychains are endless. So, you can always make keychains. I know I'm a lover of keychain. My mom actually bought me this necklace. It's a note, like one of those nice coat things, and she got me a keyring with it, and I'm like, I think I'll start a keyring collection or something. Or I love keyrings. So we are unfortunately at the end of today's video, and I'm sorry I have to go. I have to finish reading a book that I'm doing for a challenge. So but I've been reading for over a week. So I'm just gonna show you a few things that I've been working on before I go. To go with this, I made this lovely pants. And I wanna say I made this pattern from like this is the first time I've made this pants. And while I was making it, I told myself that I'm not gonna make any more of these, and it's done. Everyone loves it, and I love it too, and so I can't wait to make another one. So it goes with the hat that it's a suit, a three piece. This hat goes with it. And I make, I'm not sure. I don't want to say I'm the one that created this pattern, but I've never seen it. And I don't know. So this is just a pattern that I've created, which I think I'm gonna teach this pattern in one of the videos. It's a really, really, really nice pattern that I created for a hat that I was making for my store. It's like a nice little hat. I'm so in love with it. And these are like how these are basically like the size of the phone bags. This is 3.5 inches, and then it's gonna be like 7 inches tall. I'm not through with it as yet. And then I was working on this other hat that I'm doing for my store. I was gonna sell it together with this bag. So as a set. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that if you want to basically become or stay on top of my crochet gift item series, don't forget to subscribe, share with all your crochet friends, or just share with crochet beginners, share with your family, share with anyone you think who will be interested in learning this or learning how to make crochet items. There's just something about personalized item versus I'll always, if I can make a hat and give it to someone, I'd rather make a hat than go out and buy a hat, because I just believe that it has that personal touch, that and that love that it was made with. That's just different than if you were to go out and just buy a hat. I don't know, that's just me. I talk too much sometimes, so I'm just gonna let you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay fit. I hope you do stay warm. It's getting cold. I'm not sure if it's cold where you are, but it's cold where I'm at. So if you are where it's cold, I hope you do stay warm and have a wonderful day, night, month, year, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.